Night of Destruction number 3, season 3 of the Low Budgets, 2015. And we are crunching stuff up because time for the Demolition Derby and a newcomer coming into the sport.
Definitely, I think we're all excited and anticipating the newcomer, ACRacebest, to get in behind the wheel of his bright yellow number 7.
Yep, he'll be driving Fluttershy. I'll be in a Pinkie Pie number 00 machine. And heading into this event, it's probably worth bringing up that there are 2 00 machines in the field because we're putting one of our strongest skid plate car competitors out there, Sean Brennan, into a Demolition Derby car. I destroyed the transmission in the last plate.
So we need to get rid of this car. So we figured, why not take the worst and put one of the best behind the wheel?
Yeah.
We're trying to even the field. We're trying to get some skid plate wins under our belts. We got to get this driver injured or something, beat his head around,
That's
and
a good way to
make him
put it.
forget about skid plate racing. No, but Sean Brennan's going to step in his first time in a Destruction Derby, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, 2 00s, and there is a clear definition of the 2 different 00s. One's pink and then one's black. Yeah. So can't get those 2 mixed up really easily.
No. Now, Tommy, you're going to be in this Demolition Derby. In a car that has done Demolition Derby and then did a trailer race and now going to do a Demolition Derby again. This car's used and abused and it's time to get rid of it. I'm excited for my orange car. I mean, I've had a pretty good relationship with it so far. It's never done me wrong, per se. You know, it hasn't really put me out of a race just because. I've always put it out of the race. So. Yeah, I mean, you know, losing a... I think you went into this race, if I'm correct, with 1 stud on your right front.
No, but I went in, I replaced them.
Oh, you did?
I did. But I still don't have a front bumper.
That's fine. Neither do I.
Good.
Because, folks, I am going to drive the car. I've been skid plate figure 8 racing. You've seen us getting it all ready, and it's now time. This car's had question marks about the motor. It's been running rough sometimes. It sometimes takes it a while to get good again, and it's weird because it's an unpredictable motor, and that's why we decided I had to sleep on it, but eventually the decision came to actually keep the new Pick Your Part car, and I will now be swapping it out with the car I'll be racing in this Demolition Derby. I'm very excited because I've been waiting for the opportunity to have a Pinkie Pie scheme, have an all-pink car, and golf. And so going into this event, I'm already excited about what everyone's going to think because, again, you don't often see an all-pink car in a predominantly male Demolition Derby. In fact, I think we have all male drivers in this one.
Yeah,
because
Shayla's sitting out.
Yeah, Shayla. Now, Shayla hasn't been in this event, and I don't know if we've even said where she's been so far, because she won't be in the trailer race either. She just got done having some surgery. Yeah,
she's in the grandstands enjoying this one, taking the night off because she just got her weight loss surgery done, and literally a couple days ago before this event. So doctor's orders.
And the doctors had to tell her, don't do it.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm ready.
she did ask.
So that's why we're also going to see another driver on Team Low Budget, Keith, in this Demolition Derby.
And we know he's a hard hitter. You're going to see a number 2 out there. That's not Shayla. But yeah, Keith is going to give that number a run for its money.
Well, Tommy, we're really looking forward to this Demolition Derby. Like we said, I think the highlight of this is that ACRacebest has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a lot of fun to see how he does in this as we take someone from one world and put him in another. You ready to go Demolition Derby train?
Oh, have I ever been.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Demolition Derby during Night of Destruction.
How's it? This camera's dead for whatever reason.
If you think that sucks, my pants are falling down.
Yeah! If you think that sucks, I've got a glove box that's open. What? My glove box is open. And I lost my fuzzy. I'm not expecting this microphone to last here for a while. What? What the hell? How did that just come on? I like it. I like it a lot.
Alright guys, my name is ACRacebest. I drive a Nissan Altima 2012. Before that, I drove a Hyundai Accent 2003. I'm not the best when it comes to cars, but I try my damnedest.
Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready, my friend. I'm ready. How are you? You good?
That was weird. Bro Huff,
What's that? Ah! You did good, man.
This is a big derby.
What's that?
It's a big derby.
Wow.
If you want, try to calculate your hits.
What's that?
Just have fun, man. Just have fun.
I will. I see you got your neck brace.
I hate it. It'll probably save me.
Oh, God.
Go get him!
All right. This is it.
Well, my brake light's on, my check engine light's on, the trunk light is on. We'll see how this thing does.
Demolition Derby?
All right, let's see how Saber does in his first ever Demolition Derby. Oh, man.
All right. Yo, this is gonna hurt.
Oops. That was a terrible idea.
All right. It's time, baby. It is time. I'm probably messing with the microphone. As I was saying, I'm new to this, guys. I'm so new to this. I'm probably gonna get hurt. I'm probably gonna crash. I'm probably gonna break my neck. But it's gonna be fun.
I don't know what came over me just now. Hello. There we go. My stash.
Here we go.
Tommy, am I doing this right?
Yeah, you're fine, whatever.
I'm new. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I'm new to this.
You were supposed to go this way, but it's okay. Oh no, you're fine. Never mind. You did good.
Tommy, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Do you have a neck brace on?
No.
No?
What's up? All right, this is it.
When do we start?
They'll do a countdown.
Saber's first ever Demolition Derby is probably gonna nail me.
We going reverse?
Yeah. 3. You ready?
Right now? fuck! I'm dead. Man, I got clobbered. Any of our guys still alive? Race is still alive! That was awesome. I think Race is dead. No, Race is still alive! Nice. I don't know if I can get my car to work. on, race, come on. Race is about to get hit. Race is still alive. I think Tommy's down. I can't tell where Tom. I think Tommy's dead. Oh my God, the cars are piling up. Race is still alive. He just rear-ended this purple car. Oh man! I'm about to get action over here. Oh shit! Pardon my language. I think race might be down. No, race is still alive. Race is still alive. Race got hit hard. The bad guy got hit hard. Race might be. Tommy's still in it! Race is still alive. Go, Tommy, go! Race is still alive. I think Tommy's still alive. Jeffrey, you got the car to beat? What? You got the car to beat? Pinkie Pie! Keep trying, Adam. Keep trying. Race is still in it.
My pants are falling off.
A tire fell off.
You good?
Tommy's still in it. Come on, Tommy. Tommy and Ray's are still alive. There's 4 left I can see that are still active. Oh shit! Language, I'm sorry. Yeah, the 000!
I love how my car is still running. It's not hot, it's right in the middle, but my axle broke. You can hear it clanking around. I think we're down to 4 cars in this one.
The race is still alive! Get him, Race! Get him!
This crowd is awesome out here. They are on their feet going crazy.
Yes! Come on, it's Race. Race is one of the last ones. Come on, race! It's race versus this one last guy. Come on, race. Come on, race.
Jeffrey's out there. I think he's against Adam. I think it's down to those two. I think it's no. It's just Adam and Jeffrey, I believe.
They're jousting right now.
What didn't help in this derby? What didn't help in this derby is my trunk is blinding me. I cannot see where I was going. And eventually it took me out with the transmission.
I think we're just putting the kill shots. Nope, he's still alive.
Jeffrey's been fighting for a derby win for a while now. And he might just have it tonight.
Is it a tie? exciting. They're both still alive. Race, no! Come on!
Demolition Derby. You guys came out here, you got it all on Labor Day weekend. You got some late model racing, and you got to see Danica Patrick's family at their best. How about a tie on Dale? How about that? How do you guys like that? I'll tell you what, everybody. I've been doing these Demolition Derbies. I'm also, as Corey just mentioned, I'm also out there. So I'm going to talk to you guys. And I just beat these cars to death with Adam. That was fun. Oh, yeah, man. I didn't know this. Wow. Hey, does everyone like that going bingo those guys? I thought it was kind of nice. Adam, it was a pleasure, man. Mr. Flanders, these guys don't want to tie. Adam says he doesn't want to tie. He's not willing to accept Jeffrey Bennett saying he wants to tie. You guys want to decide first over Dale? How many of you guys think the number 14 for your Tommy White won? And how many of you think the double zero pink is the winner? One more time, how many of you got the 14, the white 14 is your winner? And let's settle it right now. How many of you think that double zero pink is your winner? You also, you got 3 wins. That's what I'm doing. Jeffrey Best.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back from the Demolition Derby, and I gotta congratulate myself because I won the Demolition Derby. It's all about me and my pink car. Everybody thought I was a chick, and so we did a fan vote, and I won because I did not have a front bumper.
That's why.
You agree?
Tommy! I finally did it.
You
I
did.
finally came home with a first place trophy in a Demolition Derby. Man, I've been waiting for this one.
You know, it's crazy to think that you went out there with a car with no front bumper,
Yeah.
and it's like that car didn't even need it at all.
No, it was a wild event, and it all came down to the big the big kahuna.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start off with saying SaberSpark in his Demolition Derby, we gave him one goal. We said, go kill this car.
Yeah, crash it up.
And I'd say he did all right.
Yeah, he finished last.
He finished 12.
Or he finished first. Either way you want to look at it.
He did finish first. You're right. So 12 cars out there. Saber's going to come home with a 12th place finish. But it's not going to be a 12th place finish that I think he should look shyly upon.
No, Jeffrey, that car got tore up, and he put himself in a lot of positions for getting hit, but also doing some hits.
Yeah.
And you know what? More than that, it looked like he was out there just having fun.
And Saber did say, he did reference the one big issue with that car was the power steering. He said it was an animal to try and turn that thing around, which probably definitely had an impact on how he did out there.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, he mentioned how one of the things is you see a car coming at you, and one of his big mistakes was his killing shot was he went to throw it in reverse or put it in drive, but it was in park. And he went, oh, shit.
Happens to the best of us.
But he got some good hits out there, and I think we were all proud that he put himself on the line for that. He's excited to get behind the wheel again.
Yeah, no, definitely. Steven went out there in SaberSpark. He did a good job. I can't wait for him to come back out here, hopefully, and try it out again. I know from Atlanta that's a long drive.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get him out for another one next year. As far as you go, Tommy, how did your orange machine do?
You know, Jeffrey, that thing did me proud again. 6th place finish. I put it in all harm's way, and that car wouldn't quit until it finished 6th.
Nice. And then 2 other cars from the low-budget stable. Keith finishing 5th. And then in 4th place in his first ever Demolition Derby, also Sean Brennan in the 00.
Sean was a surprising driver in this Derby.
Oh, yes he was.
That car, you tried to kill the transmission. You did in the Enduro.
I tried to roll it over on a K-rail. It didn't work.
Shayla's run this car multiple times, including a Demolition Derby before this one. Jeffrey, that car had no quit.
No.
That thing kept going, and Sean was hitting out there.
Yeah, he was. Very fun to watch how he was doing.
I was impressed. I was laughing watching him because I'm like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, but he's doing it.
Now then it came to me, Tommy, and this 00, this Pinkie Pie machine, full representation out there, and all pink. And what did it come down to? The further into this Demolition Derby I went, and I said this going into it, that I particularly wanted to try a new strategy with this Derby.
Yep.
I often go out there and hit cars as hard as I can, as early as I can, and then I often have an issue with the rear of my car kind of dragging. Or I start setting myself up for bigger problems later.
Yeah.
So in this event, I was taking the hits that I found valuable, the ones that I'm like, this is going to be a useful hit. But other than that, I was kind of plotting everything out. I didn't want to go for a hit that I wasn't sure about. I wanted to just kind of play it, I don't want to say safe, but smart. Play it smart.
Yep.
And the field started winding down. I started being noticed a little bit more out there by the likes of Johnny and Adam. And as things continued to wind down, at one point I got in it with Sean too. Yeah. I was starting to see my car's feeling pretty good right now. I think I had a flat tire, and that was like my one big issue.
Yeah.
So as the event was going down, it became down to Adam and I, and it was a dogfight to the end. You saw some of it.
Jerry, I saw some of it, but then my car died facing the grandstands. Or actually facing a spot I couldn't really see much of the Derby. The back end of my car was completely folded up. I couldn't see out the back window, so I got to listen to the Derby.
Yeah.
But Jeffrey, I mean, you were out there, and an interesting thing for the people who have never done a Demolition Derby is when you're in a spot that you know that you're in the top 3, it doesn't take, but it literally takes a while for you to realize that you're in a top 3 spot, because that's when you're so busy working that car and worrying about everybody else, and then you realize there's only 2 other cars running.
Yeah.
And the field dwindles. It seems like it dwindles and fast forward until you get to that point, and then survival mode kicks in. You and Adam were going out there pretty hard.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I can see where Adam's car was struggling, but the further into this Derby I went, I can hear my motor starting to give.
Yeah.
It wasn't sounding pretty, and I knew that the closer we got to this, and for how close I was, I'm like, I have a chance to win this Demolition Derby. I do not want to give this up. But at the same time, I don't want to wait this out long enough to where my car isn't going to be running at the end of this. And Adam, I've known him to sometimes play a little bit of trickery with us, where, hey, it looks like the car might be dead. And then all of a sudden it starts back up. So I wasn't taking any chances out there. I got some good hits on him. At one point, I think both of our cars stalled out, but they both miraculously started back up.
Yep.
There were a couple times where Adam was driving up behind me, and I just hit the brakes so he could slam in the back. But what it came down to, and I was waiting for this, folks, was that last move that was happening where when I was driving in circles around the main pack and I was waiting for Adam's car, I knew it was going to start back up.
Yeah.
I was just waiting. And I wasn't watching for it. I was listening to the crowd because I knew they'd go nuts. And they did. And I knew where he would be next. And I waited for that particular spot to then use that against him. We hit a couple more times. I saw him try to trick me around going that big pack, and I'm like, no, I'm going to meet him head on as fast and hard as I can. I put my foot to the floor, and I drove as hard as I could into his front end. And, folks, that was it. We got stuck, the Demolition Derby was over.
Yeah, and then actually, it was such a good derby, they had to do a fan vote, my favorite,
now,
to determine the win. Once I heard fan vote, I got jumping out of my car quick. But then I realized, you know what, I'm going to give the track the benefit of the doubt on this one because I gave him an earful a couple of times now about fan votes, and if they were going to do it again, I would have just, who knows what would have happened.
You probably would have flipped over your car with your bare hands.
But I had to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I talked to you and Adam, and you both agreed that, no one knew. You two didn't even know who was going to win this thing because you two made exactly the same hits at the time, and that was it.
Now there were a couple ways that people saw this one work out prior to the fan vote. One of which was that when you take a look at how the hit happened, some people said, well, you did the last hit. Well, so that's hard to tell because he was going forward just as much as I was. And the thing is that, folks, we've talked about how much BS it is to have a fan vote into Demolition Derby. However, the difference here is that literally the final blow to both cars knocked both of them out essentially at the same time. So there was no way of differentiating it, and the track initially called a tie for the win because there was no way of else figuring it out. But Adam was up there, and it's funny because they handed me the mic, and I was going to interview Adam, and hey, this is fun. Well, then Adam looked at me, he's like, no, man, we're not going to tie. Let's have them tell us who won. And I'm like, okay, I'm down with that. And it was a really cool moment for me because Adam turned to me and was like, dude, you got this 1-1. So Adam essentially put himself in second place, to his knowledge, prior to the fan vote. And then the fans got cheering, and it pumped me up so much to hear them cheer me on because I was like, holy crap, there it is. So I did. I won my first Demolition Derby. I had to use a lot of strategy to get to that point. But you know what, Tommy, you know this. I have been just fighting for a Demolition Derby win all this time, and it felt so good to get it.
It's definitely fun to get one, and then, of course, every time after that, you want them. And that's what's going to be driving you for the next 2 Demolition Derbies we have left in the season. Jeffrey, you did a good job. And for you to go out there with a car that had a bad motor and a no front bumper.
And balloons.
To win it, that's saying something. And you beat one of the best, so good job.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what about that? Saber Spark. What are you doing in my car? Saber! All right, let's start at the beginning. First off, there was an enduro race.
Yes.
What did you think?
It was intense. All right, so I hear so much about this guy and his racing live and all the cars. But my brains are scrambled right now a bit.
You were just in a Demolition Derby.
I know. So he was driving. Halfway through the race, he goes, "Do you want to drive?" I said, "No, I want to keep watching you do your thing," which I did. And then the Demolition Derby happened, and I was pumped for it. Got out there. I didn't realize that we were rear-ending each other immediately. I was like, "Okay, ready." Oh God. And then the carnage began. I think I lasted like a minute and a half or so.
Yeah. You took some big hits to the front end.
Oh, I did, because I was like, what's happening? What's happening? They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Can't turn. It's in park. Oh, no. But after I was dead, I was like, oh, my God. In the distance, race is still alive. Tommy, too. Go. And I was cheering for you guys.
Yeah, it was crazy out there. Then, speaking of,
Still being alive.
yes. You are still alive.
Yes. My neck hurts.
Welcome to Demolition Derby.
I know, it feels good.
So yeah, the Enduro was fun. There were a couple drivers that thought they could take a little extra room out there, so I showed Saber how we're not afraid to use the front end of our car, or the door, or the rear, or every other part of the car to nudge them out of the way. We spun someone out on the last lap too.
That's great.
But Saber was full on. It sounded like having a blast. I was having fun out there too.
Awesome time, yeah. It was
But
amazing.
That Demolition Derby, man, that car was a car I've been driving on the low budgets for a couple races, and it's had overheating problems, and I'm like, well, today's the day. Let's go look at it. Let's go look at it. Your car's still out on the track.
Are we bringing it back?
It'll, if it's not, we'll go see it. So here's what's left. Sarah, you painted Pinkie Pie. Give us the assessment of the paint job. What's left?
It's actually not all that.
That was me.
I hated my car.
But
Tommy, we can fix it.
when Keith brought it in here, it caught on fire.
It caught on fire?
Fire in the middle of it.
Good. Sarah, you can take some of the paint home.
Yeah.
You want some paint job from Pinkie Pie?
Yeah, sure.
So driving this thing and just being strategic out there. There were a lot of cars, which means a lot of people were focusing on others. It was kind of a half versus half out there because a different group brought out a lot of cars, and then we had our cars. And I kept just playing my hits right and then going after guys when I felt like it is time. Simba. What? Next thing you know, that guy, I was having a war fight out there with the 14 machine, Adam Ditto. And I'll tell you what, I knew when it was coming down to it, I'm like, I either have to take him out now or never. So I just drove straight into him.
That was beautiful.
And we got stuck. Fan vote because we both got knocked out at the same time. Half the drivers were like, well, you were the last hit, but Adam's the guy who went up and said, no, we need to do a fan vote. And then he turned to me and was like, I know you're gonna win. So it was cool. And the vote came in. Pinkie Pie
won.
Pinkie Pie won a Demolition Derby.
That's a wrap on the Demolition Derby, but there's still one event to go.
Time to go trailer racing coming up next.